NFL Week 4 action Sunday, 1 o'clock games. We have the Chicago Bears 3.5-point underdogs as they travel to East Rutherford, New Jersey to play the New York Giants. Over-under in this game, 39.5. Best bet for this game, player prop. Let's break it down. We'll start with the Bears. Justin Fields passing attempts. Week 1, he had 17 attempts, completed 8 balls. Week 2, when they were down 20 points to the Green Bay Packers, he only threw the ball 11 times, had 7 completed passes. Week 3, 17 attempts, 8 completed passes. The Bears starting running backs have had at least 15 carries for the starter in each game this year, and that was the lowest. Now, we know David Montgomery is questionable with that high ankle sprain. He's not questionable. He's not going to play this game. Your starter will be Khalil Herbert. Khalil Herbert, we all know him. He's been a great backup. He probably could start on many teams in the National Football League. Week 1, splitting reps, he had 9 carries, 45 yards. Week 2, 4 carries, 38 yards. And then last week when Montgomery went down, he had 20 attempts, 157 yards. Let's take out last week because it was such a high number at 157. We don't want to screw with the averages with such a high total. Week 1 and 2, playing behind Montgomery, he still averaged over 6 yards per carry. Now we go over to the Giants. Giants are bottom 5 in the NFL, averaging over 5.2 yards per carry given up on defense, and the Bears are top 5 rushing offense, averaging over 5.4 yards per carry. Now you could say, hey, the only reason the Bears average is so high is because Justin Fields breaks out long runs. It doesn't matter. Khalil Herbert is averaging more yards per carry than the entire Bears offense is if you go by the aggregate and just break it down. Total plays for the Bears in Week 1, 56, Week 2, 41, Week 3, 62. Total plays allowed by the Giants. They allowed 60 plays in Week 1, 54 plays in Week 2, and 61 plays in Week 3. If you don't get where I'm going here, guys, we are going to be going Khalil Herbert over rushing attempts and Khalil Herbert over rushing yards. Last week, the prop dropped for David Montgomery against the Texans, who have a bad rush defense, at 68.5. Khalil Herbert is going to smash this prop. They're probably going to drop it right around that same. I mean, they gave the starter 68.5. That was over, okay? We're going to be going Khalil Herbert over rushing yards, over rushing attempts. And listen, we went over Justin Fields' pass attempts as well. If you want to throw in Justin Fields under his completion rate or under passing attempts rate, I'm not sure where the books are going to drop it. You know, this is about 3 weeks of this. They're probably going to catch on and start giving lower and lower numbers if they won't already this week. But those are your best bets. Khalil Herbert over rushing yards, Khalil Herbert over rushing attempts.